Okay guys, what I'm about to show you is so easy for you to make at home. I'm going to give you the basics of this, and then you guys are going to go ahead and you can freestyle and add to it if you'd like. Excuse me, but I'm going to give you the basis of what we're making, and I'm actually going to be making this bottle for home, and I'm making one for my sister to take with her. But I'm going to make a very basic form, and I'm going to give you guys examples of how you could alter this if you'd like. Okay, so I'm going to put this camera on hold. I'm going to set it up. I'm going to wash my hands, and then we'll get back. Okay, so here we go. So these are the four basic ingredients that you need. Is the lemon, whole garlic cloves, black pepper, red chilies. Okay, now did I say cloves too? And cloves. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 main ingredients, and then vinegar on top. And you can choose between distilled white vinegar, or you can use even apple cider vinegar. I use distilled white vinegar. Excuse my kids in the background. Another option would be the red wine vinegar. Let me pull it off the cabinet so you guys can see. And so this one makes it sweeter. I haven't used this one before. Maybe I'll try it today, but I generally use regular distilled vinegar. Now, for Thieves is very good for cleaning your system out. Since we're talking about unhexing, this is one of the home remedies that I was going to show you guys anyways. It's good for cough, congestion, getting that excess phlegm and stagnation out of your chest when you're having colds. Even before the cold season, because it cleanses your gut out so well, you're less likely to get sick. And so you're really going to add all of these ingredients in your jar, and then pour the vinegar over and let it sit for at least 30 days. And it's really just that simple. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add all the ingredients, and then I'll come back. Now I want you guys to look at this, because you'll ask, well, how much of everything do I put? There's no, I don't have ingredients for you guys like that, right? Because that's what hoodoo is. It is just going in. It's like cooking. A little of this, a little of that. The point is that your vinegar, it has to have heat to it as well. And that's part of the cleansing property. So if you could see this bottle, I filled it up maybe 1/4 of the way with those peppers. Okay, and one thing I want you to understand about the garlic is it does turn blue, so don't be alarmed. You're going to do about a palmful of this and a palmful of the black pepper. The jalapenos is extra, and I'm going to do that this year. I've never done it before. Some other extras that you could add is ginger. You could add rosemary and white sage, or sage for their antibacterial properties. Lavender sweetens it a little bit. So there's different ones that you could add. And I think that I'm going to do one with lavender and sage, and that's the one I'm going to try the red wine vinegar with. So the jalapenos, I'm going to add extra this year. You can even add sweet onion, because that has an antibacterial property too. I just made some home syrup. I'm going to show you guys about how to do that too. This is what was left over. But those things are very good for your cold and congestion. So hold right there. Now this is about a 20-ounce jar, and I'm going to put about 3 to 4 cloves of of garlic, whole cloves in there. This is a 20-ounce glass jar. This is the cloves. This is what it looks like before I put it in. About that much. Again, in a 20-ounce jar. Going back, because I felt like I wanted a little extra. Clove is one of the best things for chest congestion and also cleansing the system. Even in Ayurveda, this is considered one of the best herbs when we're dealing with what we like to call kapha, which has a lot to do with fat and stagnation and mucus buildup. Congestion. So clove is one of the best things. So I am going to add a little extra cloves in there. Black pepper, whole kernels. So for the lemon, for the 20-ounce jar here, I just took 3 slices and cut them in half because it was easier. Now understand that, you guys, this recipe does not cost a lot of money. Get some fresh ginger. Don't get that shit that's already cut up. You can get a bag of this. It's like $1.69 at the store. You don't have to get this big bag. It's because I was making a lot, but it sells it in a small bag like that and the cloves too for $1.69. This should not cost you an arm and a leg. And this is everything. I'm going to put in these jalapenos and then I'll be right back. So there's that. So these are all the layers. Okay, so now I'm just going to add the vinegar and we'll see, come back and show you guys how it looks. And there we are. This is what it looks like. I'm going to give this a good shake. And I'm going to probably add a little bit more so that it fills up to the top. Now that I've shaken it, there's some room at the top. And then you just let this sit. Let it sit for at least 30 days, guys. And boom, homemade medicine. In a few days, you're going to see this garlic turn green or blue. And then it gets on the lemon too. So that's interesting.